you are. Hi.
Hi, Sophia
Hi,
Soda with the
Sophia.
Nerds of Color, and it is always a pleasure to be speaking with you. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Of course. So, when I told my family that I was going to be interviewing you, every single one of them told me how much they loved you, from my dad to my grandma, who told me to tell you she has watched every single one of your movies, and that's a lot of movies. But
Okay.
I really admire that as an actor, you speak to everyone. Do you have that in the back of your mind when signing on to do a project like Fight Night, just in terms of how many different people a story like this is going to reach, and because of your performance and because of everyone else, but everyone loves you.
I don't know. I make choices sometimes. Well, most of the time, I'm making a choice of something I want to see, and I primarily want to see me in it. So when I'm reading
We
it,
all do. We all do.
when I'm reading the script, I put myself somewhere. Sometimes they send me something and they want me to be a specific character, and I go, you know what? Do you mind if I do this other person, or do you have somebody else in mind for that? And they go, no, no, you do what you want. So I kind of figure out who I am inside a story while I'm reading it, and it's always based on me wanting to see myself do stuff. Uh, so back when I was a young theater actor, I always wanted to see the plays I was in, but I always wanted to see them with me in them. So this is
Well,
perfect for me. Perfect job.
universal feeling, I can assure you. And you were actually in Atlanta when the fight and robbery happened. So I'm curious,
Yes.
what is it like to see a story that were personally connected to turned into a series? And does that add to your experience as an actor? Because I imagine you recognize locations, being back there, it must have been kind of like a homecoming in a way.
Well, Atlanta's always a homecoming. My wife's actually from Atlanta, so we go there a lot, and I have a lot of relatives that still live in that area, particularly in Rome, where I used to spend my summers on a farm in Rome, Georgia. So being in Georgia, working in Georgia is always a great joy for me, and it makes me feel young because I've seen all these places and I've watched the city grow in such a way that Atlanta's amazing to me now because it's nothing like it was in 1970 when it actually happened. And the reality of the things that are real that are there. The fight happened. Ali was there. Those people got robbed. I know some of the people who got robbed. I know some people who were at that party, and my wife's cousin was on the police force at the time. So there are a lot of real things, and being able to take the reality of what's there and add the fictional qualities that we bring to this story because we don't actually know who actually did what or who got killed or how they got killed. But to dramatize it in a specific way and to have all that knowledge to feed off of gives me a sort of advantage that a lot of people don't have. But hopefully, people watching the series will feel like they're in a place that's real or that's
Yeah.
based in something that has a lot of truth in it.
Yeah, definitely. And there's obviously so many different aspects that come with transforming into a character, the costumes, the hair, the makeup, along with the sets. What was, in your opinion, the key to walking in Frank's shoes?
Um, Having a person of his power to be in a particular place and to be rendered powerless for a moment,
Yeah.
and having him find a way to right a wrong, even though he is a wrong person, and to have a vision of something that came to fruition in Atlanta. He had a vision for what Atlanta was going to become. He was prophetic in a lot of ways, and it gave me an opportunity to stand there and know what that history was and know how Atlanta transformed in a way, and to be a part of it in terms of this person's vision for who he was growing up in Georgia.
Well, Samuel, I am still in disbelief every time I get to speak with you. You're just one of those actors that has been on my screen forever, as I told you, and I really appreciate you taking the time to speak with me. It's a real honor.
Thank you. They forced me to do this. I didn't do this voluntarily, but I only came to talk to you because I wanted to say hi to your grandma.
Oh, she's gonna be over the moon, let me tell you.
Tell her I said hi, and I can probably name about 3 movies she hadn't seen, but it's okay.
Oh, Samuel, you are the best. You are the best.
Fanboys, professional artists, and professors. Maybe a nerd who's just like you, talking about the things that you like too. So I invite you to the NOC. In full color, you see me?